This video is made for newly licensed real estate agents, and I can tell you this is going to be some advice that you have not gotten from any of your managers, any other realtors, or any other coaches. But if you'll hear me out and listen to this short video, I think you'll agree, and it'll be really good advice. Hi, my name is Jim McCord. I've been a full-time realtor since 1993. I've done this for 31 years. And the one piece of advice that pretty much every broker, every manager, every realtor, and every coach gives newly licensed realtors is to let everyone know in your sphere, your friends, your relatives, your neighbors, your past classmates, everybody, that you're a licensed realtor. And I agree with that. You should let everybody know. But when it comes to listing a property, when you just got licensed for someone that you know very well, I'm going to tell you it's a bad idea to do it on your own. Now, should you list it? Absolutely, you should list it. And I'm going to tell you, in my opinion, you should take one of the full-time top realtors in your office or with your broker so you can jointly list that, split the work, split the commission, and that's going to give the best service to the person who called you to list their house. Now, why do I say that? I like to put myself in the other person's situation whenever I'm negotiating any type of deal. Now, as a realtor, I know for a fact that a brand new realtor can do just as good a job listing a home as a 30-year experienced full-time top realtor. I know that. If they get great photos, they get it priced right, they give good advice, and they're good at negotiating, they can do just as good a job. There is no question there. So I'm not questioning whether or not it's possible for you to do as good a job as an experienced full-time realtor. You can. That's not the question. But the perception is, think about this, and I want you to put yourself in that situation like you are the seller. You have a $600,000 house. And let's say that your nephew just got licensed. Your nephew's a brand new realtor. And, your brother, who is the father of your nephew, or your sister, who's the mother of your nephew, calls and say, look, you're trying to sell your house. Go ahead and list it with our son. Well, if I own that house and I don't know anything about real estate or the industry, and I have a $600,000 house, I'm thinking, and I think almost everybody else is thinking, I'm not going to list my most valuable asset with somebody who just got licensed. Yeah, I love my nephew. He's a great guy. I'm sure he'll be a great realtor, but he just got licensed. I'm not comfortable doing that. And I truly believe that each and every one of you, if you're in that situation of that homeowner, and whether it's your nephew or your neighbor that just got licensed, or a friend from high school, or whatever, anybody in your sphere that just got licensed, and you want to buy, let's say, a $500,000 house and sell you want to do $1 million worth of real estate transactions, you're thinking, I am not going to do it with my friend or my friend's son or daughter or my neighbor because they just got licensed. Now, that's the perception, and perception is reality. I really believe that. Not only do I believe that, but I know in my experience, when I was first licensed, I didn't have a lot of confidence, and I think most realtors don't. So I wasn't comfortable working with really close friends, relatives, neighbors that first few months either. So my suggestion is, if you get a possibility of listing property for someone in your sphere that knows that you're brand new agent, that you bring in a top agent and share that. You're going to learn from that agent. Number one, you are going to learn from that agent, and that's a great thing. Number two, you're sharing with that seller that, look, I'm new. I'm going to bring in one of the top agents in our office, and we're both going to list this. I'm not going to do this on my own. That's going to impress that seller, and I truly believe that's the best way to handle that. Now, I know I'm going to get a whole lot of pushback and a whole lot of nasty comments on here because every single broker, every single manager, every coach says let your entire sphere know that you're a realtor and you want to work with them. And I agree, you should let them know. But if and when they do call you to list a valuable property of theirs, any property of theirs, in your first few months, in my opinion, you will be way better off if you co-list that with an experienced agent. Now, that being said, that's not the case at all with going after new business. Because like I said at the beginning of this video, I have no doubt that a brand new agent can do just as good a job listing a property as I can, or any top agent that has, regardless how many years experience they have. A new agent can do just as good a job as an experienced agent at listing property. I know that. So that's why I say going after new business, you should not be sharing those listings with other realtors. And when you go after new business, you go after for sale by owners or expireds. They don't know that you're brand new, and you're not going to do them a disservice by listing it on your own, by not sharing it, because you're going to get the advice from your broker, from other realtors, and you are going to do a great job. But they're not going to know that you're brand new. And I know that because very few sellers ask an agent, how many years experience do you have? Very few. That's rare. Now, there's an answer to that, and I'm going to give that on another video. Like when I was new, when someone did ask me that question, I actually like that question, and I can answer that. I'm not going to do that on this video. I'll make another video. But I truly believe with your sphere, when they call you and they have a potential property, they will look on you much more highly and more professional if you say, look, I appreciate you calling, and yes, I want the opportunity. Let me bring a top agent in, and we'll both come and talk to you about listing your property. And again, if you disagree with me, I want you to put yourself in the mind of a seller, a homeowner. You don't know anything about real estate, but you know it's the most valuable asset that you have. You got a $600,000 house, you want to sell it. And one of your friends, close friends or relatives says, hey, my daughter just got licensed. Go ahead and list it with her. Are you comfortable? If you don't know anything about real estate, are you comfortable listing with someone who just got licensed? No, you're not going to be. That's a fact. So as a new agent, go after business and do it on your own. You can bring other agents in too if you want early on to learn, but you don't need to. But if you go after business on your own and they don't know that you're a new agent, it doesn't matter. You will do just as good a job. But with the people that know you, you are going to look so much more professional if you say, look, I appreciate you calling me, and yes, I want the opportunity. But as you know, I'm brand new. I'm going to bring in a top agent, and we will co-list that. Anyway, that's my advice. I'm Jim McCord. I wrote a book, A Revolution in Real Estate Sales, about 8 years ago. It very quickly became a #1 bestseller. If you like unconventional advice from a guy who's done this for 30 years and had a lot of success, you can get this on Amazon for under $10. It's a very short book. Got a lot of unique tips in there. But as a new agent, I'm not saying that you're not good or you can't do a great job. You can. But remember, perception is reality. And those who know, your family, your relatives, your friends, your neighbors, who know that you're brand new will respect you a lot more if you say, yes, I want to work with you, but I'm brand new. Let me bring in an experienced agent and we'll co-list this. I'll learn from that agent. We'll do the best job possible. You're going to get 2 agents for the price of 1. Anyway, I know it's controversial advice. I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of negative comments. But on this topic, I am 100% certain I'm right. And I truly believe that most of you new agents will agree with me that if you're a new agent and your uncle or your friend or your neighbor calls and says, hey, I got a $600,000 property, you're a little bit uncomfortable if you're going to be honest with yourself. You are, because you know them, and you want to do a great job, but you're brand new. Now, if it's somebody you don't know, it's a different situation because they don't know you're brand new. So that's my story. I'm sticking with it. If you'd like to call me, I'm going to leave my phone number and my email in the description of this video. But it's really good advice. You won't get it anywhere else. This is a great industry. When you get in and you prospect daily, you will have a great career. And if you get in and you don't prospect, or you don't join a team that prospects, then you'll be part of the 80+% who leave the industry within 2 or 3 years. Jim McCord, check out the description. Call me if you like. My phone number and email will be in the description of the video. Subscribe to my YouTube page. You guys have a great day.